Hey guys, so I'm here with a hair growth tips video. I get asked a lot on how I grow my hair super long, super healthy, and how I've done it just in such a short time span. Because my hair is pretty long to only be almost 3 years natural. So 3 whole years and my hair is pretty much like boob length or bra strap length almost. So yeah, my hair is really long. This is the longest my hair has ever been. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my tips, and just keep in mind that these are things that work for me. I'm only giving you tips that I've used personally and that have worked for me, so you can decide to use these tips and try and see if it works for your hair, or you can just listen to my tips and then kind of just use my tips but make it work for your hair pretty much, because not everything I do for my hair is going to work for the next person's hair. So just keep that in mind, and let's get right to my tips. My first tip is to deep condition, and I just feel like deep conditioning is so important for all hair types, no matter if your hair is straight, curly, whatever. I deep condition once a week, sometimes twice. It just depends on how often I have to style my hair that week, but for the most part I do it one time a week, and that works great for me. You kind of have to figure out how often your hair likes and needs to be deep conditioned. If your hair is more drier, then you probably might want to deep condition more often. Some people's hair is, a lot more healthier. I feel like my hair is pretty healthy, so I don't have to deep condition once a week, but I just like to because it makes my hair super soft. And deep conditioning, it does help, soften up your hair, and then it also helps to strengthen your hair. So when your hair is soft, moisturized, when it's strong, it's less likely to break off, and it just is easier to promote hair growth and healthy hair growth at that. My second tip is low manipulation styles. I feel like ever since I started doing low manipulation styles, my hair is just growing like crazy. And pretty much low manipulation styles are styles that you don't really have to manipulate your hair a lot. You don't really have to mess with it and really be in your hair. So you guys know I love to do braid outs, I do twist styles, sometimes I do perm rods, flexi rods, things like that. You can do mini twists, anything where you don't really have to be in your hair. So my hair definitely benefits from that. I do my braid out, I braid it for the night, then I take it out and it will last for up to 7 days, so I don't have to do anything to my hair. And yeah, I feel like that just works really good. I'm not the type of person who can do like wash and goes and just be in my hair every single day. So yeah, I find that that just works best for me. And you can also do protective styles. Now, I am not really into protective styling, but that also will help you to stay out of your hair, because when you're like messing around in your hair, you're constantly brushing, constantly washing, constantly just in it, it can cause unnecessary breakage. So yeah, low manipulation styles are just my thing. And yeah, it is like super hot in here. I didn't want the fan to be on because it's loud. So excuse my face if it gets oily. But my third tip is, what is my third tip? I'm like just coming up with this as I go. I feel like my third tip would be not using heat. Now, I've always been the type of person to say use little to no heat. I don't straighten my hair anymore. It's been almost 2 years since I've used a straightener. I blow dried my hair, but I blow dry my hair probably, I would say, 2 times a year. And blow drying, I don't feel like blow drying is damaging to your hair unless you're like doing it constantly, like a lot. But I feel like blow drying is fine for your hair. But yeah, you have to stay away from heat, you guys. I'm not saying that you can't straighten your hair and still have healthy hair, because there are people who straighten their hair with, you know, they have curly hair and they straighten their hair and their hair still grows nice and long, no heat damage, stuff like that. But a person who uses no heat 9 times out of 10 has healthier hair than a person who does use heat. So yeah, using no heat, it can be hard for people. That's why I say do low manipulation styles, try to do braid outs, do protective styling if you can, so that you can stay away from heat, because if you abuse heat, you can cause heat damage. You can make your hair very dry and brittle. It can start breaking off, shedding. So I am kind of on a no heat tip kind of thing. It's not really my thing anymore. Yeah. My 4th tip on how I feel like I've been able to grow my hair nice and long is keeping a clean scalp. Now, you guys know I used to always co-wash. I was co-washing for the longest. I never used any type of shampoos. And don't get me wrong, my hair grew really long when I was co-washing. I think it had grown like 6 inches in a year, which was pretty good to me. But once I finally started finding shampoos that did not strip my hair, did not dry my hair out, I just have fell in love with them, and I shampoo once or twice a week. The shampoos I use are very moisturizing, so it doesn't like it doesn't dry my hair out. And one second, I gotta get something to drink. Hold on. Okay, so like I said, I shampoo 1 to 2 times a week, and a lot of people do ask me how often they should shampoo, and I personally cannot tell you how often to wash your hair. It all depends on you. Everyone's different. Me personally, I don't even think I need to shampoo 1 to 2 times a week. I could probably just do it once a week or once every other week, because I don't get much product buildup or dandruff or anything like that. So yeah, I just like to wash my hair. But it depends. Some people, they might get a lot of buildup, they might get a lot of dandruff, so they might have to wash more often. Some people's hair might be more dry and brittle, so maybe they need to not shampoo as much. Like, it just depends on your hair. You kind of have to figure it out. But I have noticed that ever since I started using shampoo, my hair has been growing like crazy, you guys. You guys have just seen it over the past couple months. It's just been going crazy. And yeah, it's only been a couple months. Well, not a couple. It's been like half a year since I started shampooing. But in that half a year, my hair's grown so much. So definitely make sure you keep your hair and scalp clean. No matter if you shampoo or co-wash, just make sure you keep your scalp clean. Now, another tip that I want to give you guys on like my hair growth is the fact that I keep my hair moisturized, and I moisturize my hair properly. So you guys have probably heard of like the different ways you can moisturize your hair: liquid oil cream, liquid cream oil, liquid oil cream oil. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of different ways to moisturize your hair. Now, I personally used to do the liquid cream oil method, because I have low porosity hair and I was just kind of copying what everyone else was doing. People with low porosity hair, they majority of the time were doing a liquid cream and an oil. So I just followed that, and I mean, it did work. But then I started realizing that my hair did not like or need oil. So now I just do liquid and cream. I use water or leave-in, and then I use one cream majority of the time, and that's it. I don't need to seal my hair with oil. I know a lot of people go on and on about sealing your hair. I don't seal my hair, and my hair is just fine. Liquid and cream makes my hair super soft and moisturized, so you have to figure out what your hair likes. And then just using moisturizing products. A lot of people ask me, you know, how do you know what product works for you, etc., if you use so many? And I use a lot of different products, but they're all moisturizing to my hair. They don't leave my hair dry, frizzy, whatever. They make my hair super soft, my curls pop. So you kind of just have to do trial and error, find out what works for your hair, what doesn't. I can't sit here and say, you know, this product made my hair grow, this product is going to work for you, use that product. I can't tell you that, but you can check my channel for like recommendations, product reviews, because I've used a ton. And yeah, I also want to throw in this video that you do not have to use a ton of products. I'm a blogger, so I do get sent a lot of stuff, and then I just like to try new products. But if you like your 2-3 products, you can stick with that and you'll be good. You do not have to go crazy like the rest of us. So I'm trying to sit here and think. Those are pretty much all my tips on what I do to my hair to make it grow. I do not do a lot to my hair. I don't. I feel like I have a really simple routine. I have a simple wash day routine, a simple hair routine. If you want to see my curly hair routine, I will link that also down below. But for the most part, I shampoo my hair, deep condition, style it, and I go on about my day or my business, my week, whatever, until, you know, my style doesn't last or my hair dries out. Then I just redo it over again. I know a lot of people are going to ask me about trimming. I only trim 1 to 2 times a year, and people have this stigma with trimming. A lot of people think it's bad to trim because like it's not going to help with hair growth. Then a lot of people think you need to trim like every so often, every 8 weeks, and I always like to tell people trim when needed. For me, 1 to 2 times a year is fine, but for others, they might need to trim more often. You might need to trim every 4 months, every 3 months. I don't know. It just depends on the health of your hair. You know you need to trim. Like, I need to trim really bad. If you have frizzy ends like this and split ends, if your ends are dry, if they're brittle, you kind of know when you need to trim. And yeah, just trim when needed. If you're trimming too much too often, you're never going to see growth, because you're just, every time it grows, you're trimming it. Grows, you trim it. Like, you can't overdo the trimming, you guys. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I do to maintain and keep my hair nice and healthy, growing long and strong. So definitely like, comment, share, and subscribe if you guys found this video to be helpful. Only a few things have changed since like my last couple of hair growth videos, like the fact that I shampoo now, how I moisturize my hair. So yeah, just keep in mind that natural hair growth, and etc., figuring out what works for your hair is pretty much trial and error. You have to try things on your hair. Sometimes it's not going to work, but then you know, hey, that doesn't work, let me try something else. That's how I learned how to take care of my hair. So just keep that in mind. Patience as well. Your hair is not going to grow overnight. It's been 3 long years and my hair is just flourishing now. So yeah, it's not going to grow overnight, so you have to just be patient, you guys. Your hair will grow as long as you keep it nice and healthy. So yeah, I will just see you guys in my next video.